Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Rakshit Kapoor and today I'll be talking about the place where the first residency program started. John Hopkins, which is called the birthplace of modern medicine as well, because of one businessman and four eccentric geniuses. So that makes five people. The Johns Hopkins, the benefactor, he was a businessman, not a doctor, who left $7 million in 1873 and he found the university as well as the hospital. William Osler, the heart of Hopkins, also called the father of modern medicine, was the first professor at the Hopkins, and he introduced bedside teaching for students, uh, created clerkship system, made autopsy training mandatory because they did teach the living. He wrote the book Principles and Practice of Medicine, the most influential textbook of its time. He used to say, listen to your patient, he's telling you the diagnosis. The practice of medicine is an art and not a trade. He compiled a bedside library of 100 must-read books for doctors, which included Shakespeare, Cervantes, Plutarch. He was also a famous prankster who once published a fake new organ as a joke. Then comes William Stewart Halstead, the perfectionist. He was the first professor of surgery. He contributed introducing the aseptic surgery in the US, invented surgical gloves to protect his scrub nurse, Caroline Hampton, who he later married. He created the world's first residency program, full-time hospital training, great responsibility, and pioneered radical mastectomy for breast cancer. He also innovated regional anesthesia, nerve blocks, spinal techniques, and by self-experimenting with cocaine as anesthetic, and later he became addicted, also morphine dependent for life. Despite addiction, he ran one of the most disciplined ORs in the world and trained Harvey Cushing, the father of neurosurgery. Then comes William Welch, the pathology department first professor. He was the first dean of Johns Hopkins, and he founded the first school of public health in America, introduced the German model of laboratory medicine in the US, and championed bacteriology, pathology, and research training. And he's also nicknamed as the Dean of the American Medicine. Then comes again one another interesting personality, Howard Edward Kelly, the gynecology innovator, the first professor of gynecology, and pioneered modern gynecologic and pelvic surgery, popularized the cystoscope in gynecology and urology, and designed new surgical instruments. Many of them are still in use, and he was deeply religious, often used to pray in the operation theater, fascinated by reptiles, and kept snakes as pets. And together, these four plus one, five people transformed Johns Hopkins into the blueprint for every modern teaching hospitals. Their systems, teaching, residency, lab research, surgical innovation is still the globe standard today.